welcome to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Nelly and you're welcome to the channel. Please leave, share, stuff like that. So I already shared a video here on the channel already about packing with me for NYSC, and I also mentioned in that video that I was going to share my experience in camp with you guys, but sorry, that video is yet to come through after several months. But anyway, the experience is still fresh in here, so I'm going to share with you. So first of all, before we get right into the video, please go ahead to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel by hitting the red subscribe button, and also hitting the post notification bell so you'll be the very first to get notified whenever I post new videos. Hi. So now let's get right into the video proper. First, you get deployed to a particular state. So everything I'm going to be saying here in this video is going to be based on my experience in Oyo State Orientation Camp. Okay, I am not going to be saying anything peculiar to any other camp because I did not visit any other camp. I did my orientation at Oyo State Orientation Camp, so the only experience I have is the one I had there, obviously. So anyways, that's what I'm going to be sharing with you guys. So that said, let's get right into the whole process. So first things first, you get your documents ready. That's why it's also important for you to go see the first video orientation camp. So you have to go see that video first before you come back to this one, so you can understand clearly everything I'm saying. But if you already know the process, no problem. If you already know what you need to pack, no problem. But I suggest you go watch that one. So anyways, you got all your documents ready and then you embark on your journey. So if you're deployed to Oyo State, you'll be camping at Iseyin, where you are coming from in Nigeria. To the best of my understanding, you actually get to Iwo Road. Iwo Road is where you have most of the parks that will bring you to Oyo State. If you're coming from south, you definitely get to Wema Park at Iwo Road. I came from the south, so I stopped at Wema Park at Iwo Road. When you get there, if that's where they stop you, you take a cab to Iseyin Park. Now, Iseyin Park is also in Iwo Road, but far from where Wema Park is. But if you are coming from the west, probably Lagos, Ogun, Ekiti, Oshun, and all of those places, you'll be stopped at Iwo Road where you have Iseyin Park. So you don't have to take a cab. All you have to do is just ask around for a vehicle going to Iseyin, and they will point it to you. All you have to do is to walk down there, get into the vehicle, and start going to Iseyin. So whichever way you get into a vehicle going to Iseyin, and you are taken down to, of course, they know how members are going for orientation camp. So once they see you with your luggage like this, they already know this one is a core member and is going for orientation camp. So they will take you directly. You can also tell them that I'm going to NYSC camp. They already know, no problem. They will take you right there and you'll be dropped in front of the orientation camp. So if you get there quite early, good for you. You will begin your registration that day. But if you don't get there early, once you get there anything past 6, you can't start registration that day again. Anyway, the day I arrived I think around after 8. So there was absolutely no way I could start my registration that day. So I had to, we were taking, a couple of us who arrived that same time were taken to a different hostel which was yet to be occupied by human beings. So anyways, they'll put you in isolation. But if you get there early, good for you. At the gate, you're going to be asked to show your posting letter, which you already printed out from your portal. So what they are basically checking for at the gate is just to confirm that you were posted indeed to Oyo State Orientation Camp. For a lot of Lagos coppers, they were deployed to Lagos State, dislodged to Oyo State for camping. That's to say, Lagos State does not have room for them, so they were brought to Oyo State to come and camp. That's a different scenario. So when they see your posting letter, it states it clearly that you were deployed to Lagos State but dislodged to Oyo State, so they will allow you into the camp. So you get into the camp, and if you get in early, like I already said, you begin your registration process. So either before or during your COVID testing, someone is going to come address you, tell you how your registration is going to go, the various steps you're going to be asked to do, and you will get a to-do list. I wish I had mine with me. I think I threw it away in camp when I was done. So in the to-do list, you see the various steps of registration process that you would follow. So the first thing, after your COVID test, you're being assigned to a hostel. So you go to the hostel, you drop your bag, and then you come out again with all your documents. You're going to be given a mode of arrangement for your documents, and then you're going to arrange your documents and be on a queue. You know how that kind of thing can be. So you'll be on a queue awaiting till it's your turn, and then you get there. If you have all your current documents as they asked you to arrange it, your to-do list, your statement of results, your posting letter, and also your green card. So those are things you're going to be needing for your registration. So you take it there. If everything is complete, they stamp and sign for you. You go inside, you do a thumb print, a clocking in that's going to say you came to camp, and it's going to automatically tick your local government registration for 2 months for you. 2 months because you're going to spend 3 weeks in camp, and 3 weeks could run from a particular month into another month, so they clock in twice for you. So after doing that, you get your state code. NYSC does not know you by your name, they know you by your state code. So after all of this registration, if you decide that you don't want to stay in camp, or go and collect your kits, your NYSC kits, which is going to comprise of 2 white t-shirts. Unfortunately, I'm wearing white. It's going to comprise of 2 white t-shirts, 2 white shorts, your khaki trouser, and your jacket. Is going to comprise of your crested vest. Is also going to comprise of a boot, a jungle boot, a tennis shoe, and your cap. So those are the 9 items you're going to be getting from NYSC. Pack it. And if you don't want to stay in camp, probably because of a health condition, or you are married or something, no problem. Go back to them, tell them. Of course, your medical report is going to show that you are either fit or not. Don't come with a fit medical report and then you are telling them you are not fit to stay in camp. You are just like contradicting yourself. So ensure that you're coming in with a medical report that shows that you're not fine, okay, to actually back up your claim. And then they are going to sign a exit card for you. So you get an exit card and you leave camp. If you leave camp, bye bye. If you don't leave camp, continue. So the first thing you're going to do after all of your registration is that you're going to get into your hostel. If you finish your registration late, probably at around 6-7, it's already gone for the day. The only activity you're going to participate in would be social night. Now, social night is every single night you spend in camp. There is no night you spend in camp that you're not going to go for social nights. If you don't even enjoy it, you still have to go. So 4:30 a.m. to 6:30 a.m. is your morning meditation. So you wake up in the morning, you get out, they give you you do those normal praise and worship prayers, and then they give you instructions and the timetable of the day for morning meditation. Morning meditation also involves man o' war activities. So man o' war activities, just like exercise. I used to like it because it's just helping you, shake your body and stuff like that. So And after that, you go to your hostels. You have your breakfast at about 8 a.m. depending on the camp you are in, but obviously it should be around 8 a.m. You have your breakfast, and then by 9 a.m. you come back to either your pavilion or your parade ground or your hall, depending on where you're camping. But if you're camping in iseyin, they have a pavilion. So you go back, you sit according to your platoon. Now, from your registration, you already know the platoon you belong to. If your state code ends with 0, you belong to platoon 10. If it ends with 1, you belong to platoon 1. If it ends with 2, you belong to platoon 2. So just like that, till you get to 9. If it ends with 9, that means you belong to platoon 9. So you already know your platoon. All you have to do is to find where your platoon sits in the pavilion. So once there's any meeting, all you have to do is to go sit with your platoon members, where attendance would be taken every single section. Maybe not every single section, but every day attendance will be taken. So receive lectures on different things, lectures that are going to help you and might not even help you. Then after those lectures, by 12 noon, you go for your side training. Now, side is a skill acquisition, entrepreneurship development. That's the full meaning of side. I'm going to spell it out on the screen. So you go for your side training. There are different skills that you could learn. It all depends on what you have interest in. All you have to do is to go sit with that side section, and anything they tell you to do, you will do. If they tell you to pay money, you have to pay money to receive certificates. If they tell you to buy stuff, you have to buy to, make practicals and stuff like that. So at 2 p.m. side training comes to an end. You report back to your hostels, where you go for lunch, and after lunch you have siesta. And by 4:30 or 4 p.m. you come out again for parades, probably to be all those interplatoon competitions. So everybody's going to be practicing for that. And then there's also be practice for parade, which is going to take place on your closing ceremony day. That's the day you are leaving camp. For everybody know, if you decide not to do anything, you can sit and be in the clapping committee, but you must always come out. That's the thing. You must always come out. There is nothing you won't come out of your hostel for. You must always come out from your hostel to come and join people. Either you are applauding them, you are being a part of any of the activities that will be going on. After that, you report back to your hostels by 6 p.m. and you have dinner by 7, and by 8 you should be back to the pavilion for your social nights. So social nights is usually 2 hours, so 8 to 10, and by 10:30 p.m. you have light out. And what it means by light out is that torchlight safe, they don't want to see. So light out, everybody goes to bed, and the next day morning, same routine all over again for 3 weeks. So if you know you're not comfortable with such a routine, please, after your registration, carry your bag and leave camp. Anyways, like I said, it's only the experience I just shared with you is peculiar to Oyo State Orientation Camp. Now, also another thing I should also share, the day of Carnival, there is nothing like Aswebi. The state coordinator doesn't want to hear that, except she has been changed. But if she hasn't been changed, hello, you cannot have that kind of uniform something. You cannot even wear jean trousers on the day of Carnival. If you don't have native to wear, go and wear your white and white. It's so ridiculous, actually. Wear your white and white, or you wear your khaki trouser and your white shirt. That's the only thing that is allowed on the day of Carnival in Oyo State. Carnival, you have the closing ceremony in camp, where you would all get your posting letters to your various local governments that you were posted to. Like in Oyo State, and I think in every other state, it should be the same thing. Vehicles will be available in camp to convey you to your local governments from camp. So yeah, that's all of it for my camp experience. That's everything you're going to experience in camp. Basically, same routine for 3 weeks, and at the end of 3 weeks, you get to go to your primary place of assignment in your respective local governments, and that's it. So if you did find this video helpful, please go ahead to give this video a thumbs up, and also hit the red subscribe button, turn on the post notification bell so you'll be the very first to get notified whenever I post new videos. And see you guys in my next one. Bye.